Celebrations cards have been absolutely going up in price lately, and let's take a further look at it to see maybe why that's happening and what you can do to adapt to this crazy market that we're in right now. Because while everyone was panicking that the summer slump was going on and illustration rares and trainer galleries were tanking in price, people have been looking elsewhere and buying up a bunch of different cards and pumping them up like crazy. And we saw it last week with the EX Full Arts and the Tag Team GX cards, and now it looks like it's moving on to the Celebrations cards, specifically the Umbreon Star and Greninja Star, and also with sealed cards like the Tag Team Moltres promo, the Lucario V Star promo, just a bunch of random miscellaneous cards that have been getting a lot of attention and going up in price a lot. So making sure you're on top of this is very important so that you can make more profit with your current inventory. And also, a quick announcement, TCG Automate now supports Magic the Gathering. So if you scan in your Magic cards, it will identify them and build out your listings for you. So if you sell Magic, One Piece, or any Pokemon, English or Japanese, check out TCG Automate. It's very helpful, and I hope you guys like that. But let's get on to the video. So if we just go on TCG Spike really quick and look at the Celebrations cards as a whole, just over the last day, the Mega Rayquaza X went up 22%, Rocket Zapdos went up 18%, Zekrom 9%. So you can see that these cards are definitely getting a lot of attention. One thing I'm surprised by is that the Shining Magikarp isn't going up as much. It's up 4.6%, but you would expect something like that to be up more because it's a lot more unique and it's a more collectible card, I guess, because it's a shining card, which is not very common, similar to this Umbreon Star. The Star cards are extremely rare from the past, so it makes sense that these Star cards would go up just because people want to have some in their collection. So I'm surprised the Shining card isn't getting the same hype. And if we just look at this Umbreon Star and we go on tcgplayer, it is up from $37 all the way up to $71 market price. And it only took around 2 weeks to hit that, which is very crazy to see a double in price in 2 weeks, considering it was flat for the longest time. From February till June, it went down $4, and then all of a sudden, boom, it goes up to 71. Definitely shows that some manipulation and buyouts are happening. And then the other big one is not directly from the Celebration set, but if we go to Greninja Star and we just look right here, it's currently sitting at $24, and the market price for a Nearman copy was $10, $7 to $9 for the last 3 months. Even before that, it used to be $1. Oh my goodness, it used to be $1.30 in last year, and now it's $25, which is very crazy. I remember when this set first came out, I was buying up all these promos to build a binder of it, and I think I was paying like $4 to $6 because the promo was still relatively new, and I made a big loss on it because I was buying promos a week after the box came out, which was a very bad idea. So definitely learn from that. Don't buy promos right after the sealed product that it's in comes out because it's just going to keep getting opened and more product is going to keep getting on the market. So definitely wait at least a month or two before you start buying promos from a sealed collection or sealed product, especially if it's like something like ETBs. But that's off topic. But I was buying those for $4 to $6, and then it hit $2, and now it was a $1 card, and now it's 25. Definitely crazy and interesting to see how that could happen. And then another one I noticed yesterday was this Dedenne GX card, and I was using that tip from the video I posted yesterday, which is to look at your store and see which items are getting a lot of views. And then I saw that this one was up there, and it was viewed 50 times in the last 24 hours, which shows that there's definitely a lot of interest in the card. And one of them got bought. I still have another 2 or 3 copies, but if you look at the market price, it goes up from $3 in January to $13. So it definitely, like, a lot of these promo cards are going up in price. Another one that's currently going on is the Lucario V Star, this one. And definitely a really cool card, but the market price is just crazy. Last month, a few weeks ago, it was $4. Now it's $8. So a double in price. And in the last 6 months, 4,500 copies sold. In the last month, 1,700. So definitely a big jump in the amount of cards being sold for this. So what I would recommend to do is just keep your eye out and be aware of all these cards going up, because one thing I always say is the easiest way to make profit is to adjust your current inventory rather than looking for new inventory. So if you have $1,000 worth of product and let's just say half of it goes up by 50%, that's an extra $250 in profit that you can make that you didn't even have to spend any extra money on, and you didn't have to go out and buy more collections. You could just increase your prices, make more profit in a few button clicks. It's a no-brainer, but I think people overlook that a lot, and they think in order to make profit you have to always be buying new collections, which is true, but increasing your current prices is definitely another great way to make profit. And I think we could see it happening with this Shining Magic Carp. There's only 38 listings. It went down to 16 in the last 3 months, and now it's up to 21. So, and with only 33 listings, and it looks like these market prices are lower because this market is 21, but the lowest listings here are all 25 plus. So who knows? That could go up again, or it will probably go up considering what's been happening. And I think this is happening because the 30th anniversary is coming soon, and oh my goodness, this card's up $45, or it's up to 45, even though the market price is 30. Because the 30th anniversary is coming soon, so this celebration set was the 25th anniversary. So it makes sense that all these cards are going up in in anticipation for the 30th anniversary, because I think, I'm not exactly sure, but I think when Celebrations came out, cards were pretty expensive at the time because that was right during Evolving Skies coming out and all that hype. So these anniversary sets definitely bring in a lot of attention, and they're definitely going to be doing a lot of promotions to get more people into the hobby. So it makes sense that people are just going in, buying up cards, trying to manipulate the market, and all this stuff. But one thing I'm kind of surprised by that I'll check TCG Spike really quick is Generations cards, because Celebrations is the 25th anniversary, but Generations was the 20th anniversary. And if we look at cards over $20, there's nothing really going up in a big way. All these are pretty stagnant. Let's check tcgplayer. Let's look at the Sylveon, Flareon, and Gardevoir, and the Pikachu. This is really cool Pikachu. I think it's very underrated. Sylveon, wow, that's heavily played. Let's look at near mint. And I don't like this market price thing. I don't like how it automatically shows heavily played and damage cards. I feel like it should just stick to near mint, and then if you want to change it, it should go on from there. But it looks like it's going up in price. It went from 74 to 80. There's not a lot of copies on here. 50 copies. Actually, it's not bad. But it looks like a near mint copy is very hard to find. 115 for a near mint. Valerian full art looks like it's seeing the similar trajectory. It's going up in price. It went from 79 to 94. So maybe these cards are going up. I would probably look into these maybe if you're thinking of buying up stuff to invest in, especially this one. This is down 34%, which is shocking considering all this buying history. All these blue blue lines going up are the number of sales on that day. And that's a pretty crazy. This Gardevoir is a pretty cool card. So the fact that it's so cheap is pretty interesting. And especially this Pikachu. How old is Generations? 15 years old? No, 9 years old. Or 10. It's going to be 10 years old. And this card is only $47. I don't know. I think it's a really cool card. But I don't know. I just wanted to make a quick video to talk about that. Looks like just got to be careful and be aware of all these cards going up. Make sure you're not getting bought out, because I've sold all my Greninja and Umbreon Star cards at somewhat good prices, but definitely could have got more for them if I was more aware of what was going on. Keep an eye out for that. Also, I forgot to mention this, but the one takeaway I want you guys to take from this video is check your promo cards and your inventory of your promo cards and see if they are going up in price. and then adjust them accordingly, because you never know what might be going up and what not. So just being proactive and looking out for that could get you guys a lot of profit on your cards, because if you had something that went from $5 to $10, you had 20 copies of those, that's an extra $100 in profit that you could be making. So definitely check that and increase your prices if you can. Last thing, check out TCG Automate if you want to scale your eBay store in the easiest way possible and list cards really quickly. Hope you guys are having a great day, and I will see you all in the next video.